Going vegan is too expensive. Have you heard that, or has that been something that's been holding you up from going into this beautiful vegan lifestyle? It is very, very important that you know that this also is a myth, just like with anything else. We kind of want to guide ourselves to not make those hard decisions sometimes by believing those different myths that we hear. But I'm here to tell you that it's not an expensive lifestyle. Your life can be as expensive or as budgeted as you want it to be. And you'll probably want to check out my video that I did on the page about the different types of vegan diets. And so if you think about it, the simplest, I think, and healthiest way is to eat a whole food diet. And I understand that sometimes organic food or sometimes certain health foods can be packaged as expensive. But if you look at the one of the cheapest things that there are, if you're eating especially a whole food plant based diet, and you think about fruits like bananas are very cheap, you can get a big batch of oranges very cheap. Vegetables often you can get very good deals on those in bulk. But then potatoes, they're one of the cheapest foods. Um, Rice is very cheap, especially if you cook it yourself. Beans, you can get these big bags of beans very cheap. They're actually marketed, people might even look at that as something they would buy if they didn't have a lot of money. Oh, let me just get some beans and rice. So we think about things that kind of can make our brain think, okay, it's okay not to be healthy because it's too expensive, so I'm going to go get this item off the dollar menu. And yeah, you can look at it that way, but the truth is we go to the store and we budget our groceries anyway, no matter what diet we're on. I mean, meat and dairy are two of the most expensive things right now. If we think about it, everybody's complaining about the price of eggs and milk and this and that. Imagine if you didn't have to buy that and you were able to find alternatives for that. That was actually going to make you healthier in the long run. And tastes and textures all come from what you're seasoning it with. I mean, if we think about it, anything that we're eating, we can put that certain flavor on, whether it's curry that you like, or whether it's a seafood type seasoning like an Old Bay. You put that on things, put that on some corn, it gives it a seafood vibe. If it is the way that you are, if you make a nice stew, there's so many like meat alternatives out there. If you choose that route, tofu is something people are seasoning up, like, and making into things they like. If it's a whole food plant-based diet, if you're on a raw vegan diet, just getting into the freshness of it, getting these fruits, when they're on sale. And even if you buy organic, the improvement to your health is going to be, something that you are going to like make all your money back that you might think you're spending that extra dollar on the organic fruit, if that's the route you choose to go. But, buying a bunch of fruit, buying a bunch of vegetables, and if you're into whole food plant based, some potatoes and beans and rice and, nuts and seeds and chia seeds. I'm like into this chia pudding that I'm making now anyway. But it's like all these things, you can make them into all these different recipes. There's hundreds of YouTubes, whether it's raw, whether it's plant based, whatever. Even if you want to experiment with vegan meat alternatives, it doesn't have to be only that you eat. It is not an expensive lifestyle. It's no more expensive than anything I ever spent on groceries. And in fact, I don't even eat out as much now that I've gotten into a healthier lifestyle. So it actually saves me money in that respect. But I would tell you, don't just think that, find a strategy that's going to work for you. Maybe check out a couple of different versions of vegan diets that you want to follow. Get a plan together, especially if it's for your health. I have plenty of things out there that I can share with you. Just leave me a comment of what I eat exactly in a day. But if you want to, have a grocery list, I've even put that together that I can send you, depending on what type of meals that you like and that you already eat, whether it's whole food, plant based, which just means you're eating a lot of whole foods, not a lot of processed foods like vegan meat alternatives. Those are some of the cheapest foods you can buy, especially keeping a lot of high raw food. It's going to keep you hydrated. It's going to keep you feeling good, give you a lot of nutrients, give you energy. And those are, again, some of the lowest cost foods you can buy. You will find that if you have a budget, you'll be able to fit this lifestyle into it, and you'll be able to work around buying a little bit different foods than you're used to, but it's worth a try, even if you try it for a day or one grocery list. If you want to see how I actually transitioned in this diet at 42 years old, how I lost 55 pounds, reversed my seasonal allergies and chronic back pain by adopting a fully raw and high raw plant-based diet, you can look at also my book called From How I Went from SAD to GLAD. SAD stands for Standard American Diet, and GLAD is the 4-step blueprint that I share with you how to transform your life, transform your health, your weight, and your mindset to finally reach your goals with joy and ease. And it takes you through the mindset shifts I've had, and also shares with you this powerful, motivating blueprint. You can pick it up. It's on Amazon for less than $5 for the ebook. It's free on Kindle Unlimited. You can do the paperback, which I have a copy of here. Please send me a photo of yourself with it on social media if you do buy it, or if you don't feel comfortable, that's good too. Just let me know if you enjoyed it. But for a limited time, I am releasing it absolutely free. And if you would like the audiobook, for free, just share a comment. I want you to hear it. I want it to motivate you, and I want you to be successful. So if you'd like it for free, you can find it on my YouTube if you want to dig around a little bit. And if you do, check out my live tab where I interview people on my show called Amazing Plantz4mationz. Like how I said that, amazing, where I interview people who are reversing all kinds of conditions, who are transforming their life spiritually and emotionally and physically through the vegan lifestyle. So thank you for being here. If you want my audiobook for free, comment. The link's in the description on gladblueprint.com. Has an interactive quiz at the end too. I forgot to mention that. That's going to help you move forward with your goals. So thank you for being here. I am Veganowledge JJ.